illiterates. It should not be the common one. One size will not fix all or fit all. You have to differently change, because the digital native is a fast learner or understand, and he needs only tips. Rest of them needs lot of push. So also, it is not only the users that are made literate, even the professionals who are rusting in many ways as far as exploring the new areas or new techniques, or exploiting the resources that are collected, investing a lot of money. Such professionals should be educated from time to time by way of preparing a solid, manageable, feasible information literacy kit. Thereby, all our fast learning librarians, or those librarians who are dynamic in capturing the modern technology and applying it to the context, can become the specialists. And they can, like other doctors or engineers or architects or any experts, can go to various places and teach them and make them to understand the complexities of information seeking, information accessing, and information searching, etc., etc. Above all, taking the generation, taking new generation of users, whether they are in virtual learning area, virtual classrooms, or on their mobile sets, to the library is the main focus of our librarians hereafter. How best we can draw him to the library, instead of going with that smartphone and searching in that, unnecessarily wasting his eyesight and scratching his head for the vast amount of information that is there, which he cannot classify for himself. So you must attract those persons and make them to work for the development, for the progress. So information literacy skill sets have to be prepared with the help of the teaching community, research community, media community. So for this, what we have to do is a wise and strategic, appropriate cutting-edge technologies and the converging technologies, they become imperative in making the information and knowledge available to the users. This calls for professionals to be proactive, assertive, collaborative. He must come down to the level and sit with them. Librarian is not a sage on the stage. Librarian is a guide by the side. You should understand their requirements, work with them. Thereby, you will be able to understand them. So also assertive with your books or the journals or the reports that you have selected for him, should tell him how authentic they are, how well they are written, and what kind of affiliation that author or the institution is having. So that way, assertive and collaborative. If it is not with you, make an attempt to get it to the user by going all over the world, making use of your networking. And I tell you, nobody in this world deny a request of a librarian. And you will get it, whether you are in a library, a college library, or in a school library, or in any public library branch. You can get, by virtue of your professional connection, the information. And your effort should always be converting the information user into an information literate, and by inducting in him the culture of lifelong learning. This has to be done by our librarians. So over the decades, we are seeing the mankind has experienced technical transformational journey. And with the invention of new technology frontiers. And these frontiers interacted with the people and completed the task in a much shorter time and much more accurately. They have demonstrated their brilliance to the people and reduced their time, reduced their energy, reduced their other kinds of things. So technological achievements of the later part of the 20th century can be rightly termed as third industrial revolution. You have seen or you have heard, you have read the industrial revolution in 1800 AD, then onwards. The second industrial revolution started with the beginning of the 20th century, where we came across wonderful explorations, innovations, X-rays, thermal energy, electrical hydro energy, atomic energy, atom bombs, and the birth of computers, and the wars, which changed the total lifestyle of the world. So this is the second industrial revolution. And the third industrial revolution starts with the generation of computers, telecommunication technology, information technology, clubbed with information and communication technology, and the birth of graphical interface and the internet. These were the marvelous factors that contributed for the third industrial revolution. Technology has clearly made a massive impact on library and information services. The libraries of the past, what was offered and what is offered now, there is a drastic change that we see, whether it is library in a rural area or in an urban area or in a cosmopolitan area. No one can predict with absolute certainty where the technology take next. That is the situation now. Have you ever predicted that we land into such a problem? It is not India alone. It is the entire world has come into a context where in everything we started feeling and how we are using our technology, even in the rural areas, online learning. You can't stop learning and things are going on. So this way, the advances in size, speed, utility, functionality, intelligence, personalization, connection and affordability, all these criteria make today's tablet and smartphones look clunky. Whether we wear them, whether we put them in the pocket, whether we roll them up and carry around, that will function like that, and it will be ubiquitous. So the technology, particularly the smart technologies that are developed in this world, has made this world connected, rather hyper connected world. It is rightly predicted the internet and later the further of internet of things will surpass all past scientific marvels like steam engine, printing press, electricity, and even go beyond the previous revolutions. Advances in internet or internet of things, robotics, artificial intelligence, big data, data analytics, quantum computing, nanotechnology, 3D printing, automatic machines, all these mark the dawn of fourth industrial revolution. Think of social networks, how drastically they have changed the whole world, the concept of information and information access. It's a matter of seconds for us to know what is happening in the world through this social media. So we are in such a peculiar situation, and we have to take care of the information in whatever way it comes and see that it is used. So all these things have compelled us, given us an opportunity for innovation of new techniques and skills in our conventional library and information centers. Using these new state-of-the-art technologies, library and information professionals are now in the safe position to convert the brick and mortar libraries into click and monitor libraries to provide quick and comprehensive information service for all. Just think from where to where we have come and we are performing. So, believe me, if you ask me what is the future for libraries, I tell you it is brilliant. It is vibrating and it is exciting with the endless possibilities shaped by changing technologies. Ron Young once said, he said, we must manage our knowledge at the personal, team, organizational, and inter-organizational levels, and bring about the effective knowledge management. For each of these things, we have to learn how to communicate effectively. We have to share, we have to collaborate, and we have to apply our knowledge. So remember those words, golden words of Rudyard Kipling, which I used to tell in the class repeatedly. I keep 6 honest men with me. I keep 6 honest men with me. They have taught me what all I know. They have taught me what all I know. Their names are what, why, how, when, where. They are very, very important guides for our progressive life in the profession. Better at any stage of your work, you have to question yourself about what is that, why is that, how is that, to whom we are doing, and when, where we are doing. These things are more important to be more effective and efficient in the profession. It is important that our LIS professionals be aware of the recent trends. How to keep update with the recent trends in the discipline? That is very simple. That is by keeping in acquaintance with, constant acquaintance with websites. There are hundreds of websites which give you a lot of information that you require. Blogs are very popular and famous. Electronic discussion groups, product reviews to know the advantage, disadvantage, complexities, relevance, etc. Product reviews in your own field where you are serving. In that, if you have a good acquaintance with your researchers, you can help them like anything. Continuing education programs, latest journals and magazines, visiting libraries. This is the most important thing I suggest you. And I know you are having that, but still I tell you, when you visit the library of par excellence, which can teach you, which can guide you, which can train you, which can inspire you, which can stimulate you, which can make you to work. Visit the national networks like InflibNet. It is our Mecca. It is not far, far away. You can go and visit personally in InflibNet. What are all the databases they have developed? How much of them are useful to us? And how best I can draw them to my users community? How best I can serve the vicinity users? Like that, visit the National Digital Library, National Library, our National Library at Kolkata, or the national libraries established in disciplines, the different disciplines. Indira Gandhi Center for Arts and Culture. What a beautiful library you can see. By seeing all those things, you will be able to get a lot of inspiration. You'll be getting excited to do better in your libraries. Look what a kind of packages you have been offered and what a kind of facilities that you are given. With these things, if you convince with your collective efforts, preparing a document, plan document, policy document, and presenting it to your authority, you will be able to hit the headlines. Friends, Ranganathan's 5 laws have all along guided us. But you have to think these Ranganathan's 5 laws in the present context. Do you know, there are many studies conducted all over on Ranganathan, not by Indians, but by other country people. OCLC, IFLA has made a very lengthy study, in-depth study about Ranganathan's 5 laws of library science. And they have brought the report, which is very interesting. If you just get a chance, look at the website. The whole documents are available. Read them. It is better. You must read the professional literature, the latest literature, particularly such kind of masterpieces, which can ignite you like anything. So better you have to be empowered with the ICT so that you can retain the academic librarianship as a jewel in the crown of higher education system. And you can do it much better than anybody. So the personal transformation, what I feel is that you have to transform yourself. It is said, transformed people can transform people. Transformed people can transform people. Librarian is not knowing everything, but he knows how to find everything at a given point of time for any subject of request. Librarian is not an ordinary man. All the knowledge tips are on his fingertips. And you must encash this basic knowledge of library science. And you should develop that ICT skill, technology skill, and come forward. Again, I insist you to develop the collegiality. Go close to your teachers. Go close to your researchers. Sit with them, understand with them, and help them in preparing the project, in providing the information, in providing many other things they need at critical points. Thereby, that collegiality will give you a new dimension to your personality. And the better and bright image of the profession can be developed. Friends, the key factor that is most important here to survive, to sustain, and to succeed in your professional life, you must amalgamate all your professional competencies. Competencies that you have observed, that you worked with, that you interacted, that you discussed, and that you brought in. Amalgamate those competencies. Adopt the latest ICT in your day-to-day activities and utilize the library as a place rather than space. This is what is required as a redefined role of the librarians in the COVID-19 situation. With these words, I take this opportunity to thank you profusely, and particularly Mr. Marwad and his team and his IQAC coordinator and the colleagues of PC Jabin College, and above all the principal, Dr. Harikeri, a good friend of mine, for giving me an opportunity to be with you, to meet you in your absentia, which is very, very unusual for me. And this is a very peculiar experience for me. All my addresses are face-to-face, eye-to-eye. But this is an address where I cannot see you, but somehow I was able to just express my heartfelt feelings to you. And my dear professional comrades, your prosperity is my dream. I always wish, I always pray for that. Please be prosperous, be popular, and be productive in your professional life. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Thank you so much, sir, for being so energetic and enthusiastic in this age and sharing your valuable knowledge with all of us, how well our library plays a role in our life and how well we can use the library to enhance our knowledge. Thank you so much, sir. Now would like to give introduction about next resource person, Dr. Malik Mulimani. He is working in as a selection grade librarian, government first grade college BD, Taluk Khanapur and Belgavi district. He is awarded with a Dr. S.R. Ranganathan Memorial Gold Medal for securing second rank in Master of Library Science, and he has also completed his PhD from Karnataka University, Dharwad. He has bagged postgraduate diploma in library automation and networking certificate from University of Dharwad for his professional proficiency. He is involved in many academic and research work as a coordinator of RUSA, RUSA, IT, and EduSat. He is the author of library and information science books and been contributed in more than 35 national and international journals and articles. He is also the author of library and information science books. Thank you. This is all about Dr. Mallikarjun N. Mulimani. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, over to you.
Thank you very much. It's my privilege, and I'm actually panicked or afraid when the Dean of Library and Information Science and my guru, Dr. C.R. Kirsidappa, has just now completed his talk, and he has touched everything from Gutenberg to Zuckerberg, like that. He has touched from print media to electronic resources, and it is very difficult. And after his talk, somebody is talking like a library science professional, and I'm his student. And I thank the organizer, Marwad sir, for giving me an opportunity, as well as the principal of the college, Dr. L.D. Harkiri, and the colleagues. And I wanted to, may I share the screen? Excuse me.
Sir, tell me, please.
May I share the screen? Can you available? Can you make
yes,
it available?
Yes, sir, please.
No, host disabled participant screen.
Okay, I'll check, sir.
It is showing host disabled participant screen sharing.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದಾರೆ ಬರ್ತಾರ ಬನ್ನಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಹಾ ಕೊಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಗಾಡಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಂಟ ಅಣ್ಣ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬನ್ನಿ ಕಡೆ ನಿಮ್ದು
The electronic resources. So, as you already know, W. Lancaster in 1978 said that the paperless society is a society in which paper
it is very useful for us.
Are replaced by electronic communication. The same thing is now we are seeing it by internet has made the world a small town again. In a sense, hard information is scattered in many medias like hardbound, paperback, pen drives, CD-ROMs, web pages, e-journals, e-books, as well as social media. So in the same way, Dr. Marcus Specht, Professor, Advanced Learning of Technology, Open University of Netherlands, said the students are in a demand the learning and appropriate for the situation or context, nothing more, nothing less, and they want it at the moment, not sooner, not later. Mobile devices are the key technology to providing that learning support. So it is not only for the librarians, it is for even teachers to go with the e-resources. So then what are the e-resources? E-resource is a collection of information in electronic format that are accessed through electronic device. In this internet era, e-books and e-journals are inevitable. Online e-resources like e-books, e-journals, search engine, Gmail, and SMS or e-library website, other e-content, etc. are comes under online e-resources. The offline e-resources like MS Office applications, CD-ROM based databases, and mobile applications and web are constantly influencing the development of new modes of scholarly communication. It can be used by more than one user. So it is one of the important things. So any change can be made available quickly with the help of electronic resources. Now the readers demand more and more about information in different formats. Like they may ask for videos. Lectures are nowadays coming through video, and resources can be accessed by millions of people throughout the world. So the formats are just a format and they need information. So the characteristics are e-resources are huge and require less space, encompassing everything, elimination of time, space, and cost limit. So public domain of information, that is internet, easy archiving of the content and organized subjectively. So full content can be searched. So preservation and dissemination of knowledge can be faster and vast, and backup preservation is also possible. So the category of the users are students, researchers, academicians, professionals, businessmen, common man and woman. Anybody are going to use the thing. The types of e-resources are like electronic journals and e-books, patents are there, product catalogs are there, reference sources are there, museums and archives, technical reports, latest and current information, research projects, news and employment or career information is available, FAQ sources, maps, discussion groups, and digital collection, abstracting and indexing databases, citation databases, online bookstores, conferences, webinars, exhibitions, fairs, courseware, tutorials, and guides. What not, everything is available. So the e-resources acquisition it's a chain where we are going to acquire e-resources, then provide access. There are some things like there is a catalog and how we are going to access, portal access or subscription. The channels are there. Then we are going to administrate like user ID, admin module, preferences, holding list, access restriction like that, and provide supports like hardware needs, software needs, contact information. Then evaluating, that is monitoring how many are using the things, information, or what are the resources they are going to download. So is it really e-resources or online resources are helping? The advantage to a common man is online meeting, anybody can see at their home or their respective places, and video conferences will help them in getting the things. So as already the panic stage of COVID-19, all are ready to have three things like SMS, that is social distancing, wearing the mask, and sanitizing. These three things are very important, and one of the fact is be safe and be at home. This is one of the things we are observing, and for that education should be online education or self-learning and virtual learning. For these things we have some materials. So in earlier we used to have CDs. Again we have to go and use the CD in a computer like that, but now it is fully through online. So in the traditional cycle, we used to acquire the books like request placed by patron, then order placed with vendor, then book sent to acquisition, book invoice process, book placed in stacks, then patron or a user is going to use it for reference. And now in the ebooks, ebook in pattern driven access profile package, and pattern sees ebook in OPAC, then pattern access to ebook, then book triggers threshold, and book is seamlessly acquired. Book now part of a collection. This is even for the librarians. And what is the need for change is most librarians should focus on infusing their presence and roles in facilitating knowledge transfer, and we are just transferring and exchange of our user instead of centering our work on the provision of access to literature. So the library build collection, user use collection on site. Library controls access now. So electronic documents are delivered to the user desktop. Now library becomes invisible agent, and electronic resources lease rather than ownership, loss of continuous access, and library funds are inadequate. Scholarly communication crisis can be reduced through access provided by library to user, and open access journal and institutional repositories, or more open access mandates and other things can be had with more content available outside the library. So as Dr. Johnson in his stated that knowledge is of two kinds. One, in knowing the subject yourself, and the other is knowing where you can find information upon it. So one is one should know the information by reading, and another one is just how where to get the information. So web resources are like appointments are there, library CVs are there, and submissions are there, recordings and subscriptions, audiobooks, meet the author, preprints or reprints, teleconferences, multimedia, Google Earth, patent, trademarks, state standards, trade literature, institutional diaries, alert updates, and e-publishing. So there are blogs are also there, wikis and RSS news. So three main searchings are through directories, portals, and search engine. So directories are organized, indexed that allow you to browse through list of websites by subject or topic. Directories are created by people. So who are going to create those directories are libraries, non-profit organizations, universities, and .com businesses, but they are probably portals too. So portals are offer one-stop shopping look. Portals include email, chart, auctions, news, horoscopes, stock, like that. And portals want to be your starting point. And search engines are like crawlers-based search engines where you are going to use those for spiders or crawlers visit websites, many websites, and some of their pages periodically and adds to their search engine indexes. Scan links and adds them to their index, returns the information to the index or catalog. Search engine software shifts the index and ranks it in relevant order. Some are focused crawlers. There are free magazine databases available like findarticles.com where you will get more than 10 million magazine portals is available where you will get more than 200 magazines, and similarly Highwire Press, a free online full text articles are available for browsing and specialized searches. And I wanted to keep our channel. This is one of the Karnataka Directorate of College Education has recently started after COVID-19. Here, all the teachers have given their lectures through video, and they have already uploaded those videos in the Vijay Bhava channel, where students can anytime any video by any lecture. There is no boundary. This person has given this video and this lecture, and I have to use that only. So that is not the irrespective of subject. Anybody can access lecture through this channel, that is Vijay Power channel. It is really a drastic change or a rapid change. Is also giving for the colleges by subscribing little amount, that is 6,500 or something, and with that more than 6,000 journals and 1,64,300 plus ebooks. It is also giving more than 6 lakh ebooks. Right. So this is the and they have already given who are eligible and how to log in. The only thing is we need to visit the website and get the information and how to register. So request is also giving the information, and it is already having 9,000 plus global publishers, and it covers more than 22 full text from all disciplines like medical, business, computer, reference, agriculture, community. Website is like about.proquest.com, where you will get the information. So EBSCO is also giving a comprehensive databases of full text journals and ebooks. It removes barriers and provides access to 5,000 journals covering all disciplines. Only thing is we need to subscribe. And how we have to subscribe and are we eligible? Those things should be only thing we need to get the information. And journals, it is giving 1 lakh 4 million visitors per month. Modern research. 13 and over 5 million articles we can get, and 50 distribution and available for Indian journals. So the website is in the below given, IndianConnect.com, and Science Direct. It is most popular aggregator for full text core journals in science. We can browse 4,258 journals and 30,389 ebooks. So it is a popular database for journals in basic sciences, biomedicine, and allied areas. The website is here, sciencedirect.com. So only thing is we need to subscribe such aggregators or publishers. So Emerald, boosting a portfolio of over 300 journals and 2,500 ebook titles. Emerald Insight is home to more than 2,55,000 current and back files articles across the field of business, management, economics, engineering, computing, technology, and social sciences. So what is the cost for the librarians or academic institution, and for commercial, we just need to know it, and we must get it subscribed so that we can give electronic information services to our users. So one more important thing is Nobel lectures. So nobelprize.org is one such a website where we'll get Nobel lectures on web from World Scientific to it covers almost from 1901 to present, and provides biographical details to details of Nobel laureates with the text of the Nobel lecture series. This is one of the websites. So contents are giving the information like life sciences, agriculture and biology, physical, chemical and earth science, social and behavioral science, clinical medicine, engineering and technology, arts and humanities. It covers 7,500 journals from 1994 and 60 lakh records are available. So informatics is giving Informadia and STEM 21 library software is available. Project current trends in LIs through newsletter, facilitates subscription, print as well as web journals, content development and e-publishing. Access to current journals is around 40 lakhs and 4,000 articles is being added on daily basis. Establishes links to Union catalog of journals and important digital publication is also available, and it takes e-publishing assignments also. JGate is also giving an information abstracting service covering 14,000 journals and Indian as well as foreign journals, and it is also through web consortia subscription is being encouraged for Madi, and so some of the things like Amazon, Questia.com, Nobel.com, MLBD.com, India.org, NPTEA.com, and Delnet MLB. And so ebooks are netlibrary.com, eBrary, ebooksmall.com, Questia.com. Those are giving the ebooks, and some of the now thousands of books we can references and textbooks are available. Coverage is social and humanities. 300 publishers items are covered. Library is never closed and it is open 24 hours into 7 days. And need from students, professors, librarians, and politicians. So the Bernards specialized in gift book is also available through so books internet like books India Book House also giving the Oxford Bookshop and bookshops Google web resources like social science organizations, all industries development organizations, cities and districts of India, agriculture statistics. So these are all the websites where we get the information. Indian district data, gateway of India, government of India, information on web. So social sciences numerical data sources are like Census of India, Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. So all the websites are available. National Stock Exchange, General Information Services of NIC. Britannica is available through online web resource and Directory of Government of India website, the www.nic. And channels and e-book resources are Uncover, Elsevier, Springer, Verlog, and EBSCO. So working people idea and International Monetary Fund and Reserve Bank of India are giving so social science information gateway is also available in the resources of sociology and sociology.org and business economics accounting leisure sport recreation and travel tourism is also available. International academic efforts to improve the communication of economics via electronic Indian newspaper, radio and TV, AIR, and Doordarshan are also giving.
Syllabus
Online bookstores are Amazon.com and
syllabus cover ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
library network and we are going for economic model is also available. Educational institution resource books are available. Online.
ಇವರಿಗೆ ಬುಕ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ
So all or social sciences gesture, social science subject, historical abstract, political science subject, international and economics. Eric for also giving
KPSC selection ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕೆಲಸನೂ ಇದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ತಹಸೀಲ್ದಾರ್
some of the useful links are available here.
ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದು KSET ಪಾಸ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ
some other links are also available and popular e-tutors in India are Indira Gandhi National Open Universities are giving and IIT College Invoices Center
MA ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ KSET ಆಗಿದೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಈಗ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವನು FDA ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟಾಪರ್
e-guru
ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗೋನೆ
visa online tuition and MBD online tuition IITs So technology can make available to thousands of Swayam is also giving an online education and EPG Pathshala will get building a life is very difficult. So using all those information, electronic information resources, the digital library services, right? Access.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Reservation and queries, online subscription to e-journal, access abstracting services. So digital of information services.
ಯಾರೇ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ನಡಿವೆ.
ಹಲೋ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರೇ. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್.
And I take this opportunity to thank
yourself, Ravendra sir.
Principal of the college and
ಹಲೋ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್. ಏನದು
ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ರದು
ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನ? ಆ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಅವ್ರು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಏನ್ ಸರ್ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರೇ?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಇದು?
ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಇದು? ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇದಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಹಲೋ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ? ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಒಬ್ರು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
ಮೂಲಿಮನಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಪೂರ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡೋದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್.
ಹಲೋ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್.
ಹಲೋ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರೇ.
ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ ಅವರ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್
ಮಾತಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್?
ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್
ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್
Hello?
ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಕೇಳಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ.
ಹಲೋ
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಪಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಫೋಟೋ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಹಲೋ
ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಆನ್ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
Completed.
Okay.
Sorry, sir, there was a lots of a disturbance.
No problem.
Sir, you were the host, so we could not meet you. Mute other participants here.
Okay, fine.
ನೀವು ನಾವು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಬಾರೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಕೋ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ.
Sorry for the disturbance, participants. And
Hello.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Malik Mulimani, sir. And now I over to Malwar, sir. You talk.
Good afternoon. It is my proud privilege to extend our gratitude to the dignitaries and delegates of this webinar. The webinar was most delightful to the mind and it has enlightened enriched our knowledge in the context of COVID-19. I take this opportunity to thank our KLE Society Belagavi for continuous guidance and support. I register my deep sense of gratitude to today's honorable resource persons and our guiding spirit, Dr. C.R. Krasiddappa sir, for his thought-provoking and motivational speech. I declare my thankfulness to another resource person, young and dynamic librarian, Dr. Malik Mulimani. I remain indebted to always our beloved and creative principal, Dr. L.D. Varikeri, for his continuous guidance and help. Thanks to IQSA coordinator. Warm thanks to teaching, non-teaching staff and organizing committee members. I am very much thankful and grateful to all the delegates. Special thanks to Sri Viru Upin, Guru Angadi, Ms. Preeti, Veer Shettar and Sri V.B. Bubbly for their help. Once again, on behalf of the management, principal sir and staff, I personally express my sincere gratefulness to all the making this webinar a useful exercise in the present context. Thank you, one and all.